What is the key to keeping customers in such a competitive market?
So when we look at keeping customers in this market, I look at it really from two different dimensions. So the first thing is that we need to be committed to the industry. And what I mean by committed is that we have a long track record of delivering world-class solutions around data management, investment accounting, performance measurement. We do that through our secure private cloud, and we've made the investments globally to put people on the ground in 16 different offices around the world. Part of that commitment is that we can reinvest a significant amount of our revenues back into our products to make sure that we deliver capabilities that are required to support regulatory change, technology advancements, and the features and functions that our clients are looking for. You couple that with the fact that organizations today are looking for partners that can actually change their end-state operating model. So they're no longer looking for people to just buy software and install it. They're really looking for organizations that can provide a continuum of other services on top of that software. Through our ownership structure with BNY Mellon, we have the ability to have the stability that our clients are looking for. We also have the role that we play is that we are not a public company. We're not making short-term decisions. We don't have the risk of being sold off and consolidated like many of the other vendors that we're seeing in the last 18 months. So what we do like to see is that we can make investments today and decisions that will be for 5 and 10 years down the road, and that's what partners are looking for in terms of someone that they can work with.
Why has hosting and outsourcing become so popular?
Well, I think it started back in 2008 with the financial crisis, where organizations had to relook at their operating model and their costs. People are looking to change from a fixed cost to a variable cost. And most organizations today are looking to decouple themselves from things that are no longer a competitive differentiator for them, or things that are no longer a core competency. So they're looking for organizations that can provide those services that allow them to do what's best that they can do. So we had a conversation just recently with an organization that did a full outsource on the Eagle platform. And the CFO said to us when we went into the meeting, he said, we want to pick stocks, we want to manage money, and everything else is on the table. So that's basically the mindset that people are looking for today.
Is outsourcing more of an option for startups or for established companies?
So outsource is an option for startups, maybe not startups, but people that are in a growth mode that have started up, and smaller organizations that can't afford or don't want to put the intellectual capital into areas such as building the operations and the technology support staff will find it easier to work with a partner that can provide outsourcing for them. The larger organizations, again, are looking to find variable costs and looking to redeploy some of their resources in other areas than on middle and back office operations. We have a continuum that we provide. So we start with on-premise software, then we move into a hosted model. We provide componentized outsourcing through BNY Mellon, where people can selectively decouple some of the services they want, and right through to a full outsource model. And we do that all on one technology platform. The differentiator that we provide clients with is that the Eagle Data Management Platform, we still maintain that and give that to the client when they outsource. And the big fear today is that people don't want to outsource because they don't want to give up control of their data. So being able to provide an outsourced solution and still have ownership over their data, and then be able to support the front office through risk and through trade order management and through compliance while they outsource is a real good value proposition.
And lastly, are firms more willing to outsource data than before?
They're willing to outsource the operations of the data than they were before. So data as a service is starting to be things that we're seeing in RFPs where people don't want to go through the exercises of collecting, validating, cleansing, storing data, and then being able to feed it. They're looking for a service provider that can provide an operating model on top of the data. But the ownership of the data is still the bread and butter of most organizations. It's really what they consider as their bread and butter in terms of how they manage their business, so they still want to control that.